Welcome back. A strong weekend from Marvel's new Doctor Strange movie, and the more than $500 million it has pulled in so far is a pretty good sign that the summer movie time is here. Shawn, Robbins, box office analyst at Box Office Pro, joins us now for a box office preview. I'll start with this. How do you explain the success of Doctor Strange so far?
Well, it's Marvel, so that's kind of the big takeaway for me. We've really come to expect a lot of consistency from virtually every movie they put out. This is also a character that's been a part of some of the biggest movies in history the last few years. Several Avengers movies, the Spider-Man movie just a few months ago. So it's a character that I think went from being a C-tier, very unknown icon from comic books 6 years ago to somebody who's not only very popular, but led by a global star at this point in Benedict Cumberbatch.
It is amazing that these, kind of side characters, this is not Spider-Man, this isn't Captain America, this is Doctor Strange, but yet he's still raking in a lot of money at the box office. I want to get your thoughts on another film that is getting a lot of buzz, the Stephen King's adaptation Firestarter. It's a remake of a movie that performed so-so almost 40 years ago. So why remake this one?
That's a good question. I think it became something of a cult classic, and this is essentially an attempt to remake it for a new generation. Obviously, the original helped launch Drew Barrymore into stardom. Blumhouse, which is the studio that Universal works with to produce a lot of horror films, they're involved with this. And I think this is a play to continue building on the popularity of Stephen King's brand, which has really kind of come back into popularity the last few years with the It films, the Pet Sematary remake. But this is an interesting position because it's a hybrid release, so it's in theaters and streaming on the same day.
And your thoughts on a different movie, the comedy Family Camp is hitting theaters today. This is billed as a Christian family movie. How big is the audience for a film like this?
It's challenging to say. A lot of faith-based films typically have grassroots marketing campaigns, and the effectiveness can really it can determine a lot what's going to be achievable at the box office. In this film's case, it's only opening in a little under 1,000 theaters nationwide. To put that into context, most big wide releases open in anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000. This is from an indie distributor, so it's kind of one of those smaller profile films that could gain some traction. Maybe it'll expand to more markets if it receives strong word of mouth. But it's also it's a smart play because there aren't a lot of family films in the market right now, and as I mentioned, faith-based movies can tend to find an audience that's very underserved.
Just more generally speaking, there were some concerns about the future of the movie industry once the pandemic hit and caused theaters to shut down. We stopped going to them. It looks, or at least appears, like they're getting bustling again. The people are coming into the theaters and watching movies. Are the concerns about the future of the film industry, are those a little bit overblown? How do you see it?
I think they are. I think they usually have been. This is an industry that's almost a century old, roughly. We're naturally going to see some adaptation and some evolution, though. I think as we can see, the bigger movies, the blockbusters, the franchises, the superheroes, those have been the first things that people have come back to. But it's also been the younger audience that have been the first to return out of all the demographics. That's very important because the younger audience is essentially long-term going to be the most important for the industry, and getting back those moviegoers, getting back into the cinemas with the kind of content that's out there. But now it's about expanding that. Family movies are starting to become more robust in their performances. We need to get the older audiences out. I think Top Gun will be a big test of that. This is certainly a transitional era, but it's certainly not a doomsday by any means. This is just showing the communal draw of the movie theater, and we'll see how it continues to evolve in the years ahead.
Still need to go see the new Top Gun. I heard it's pretty good. Shawn Robbins, box office analyst with Box Office Pro. Thank you for your time, sir. We appreciate it.
Thank you.